Welcome back, humans! You know what day it is. My name is Jaime, giving you exclusive events on headlines that you didn't even know you needed. And today's episode is sponsored by Heim Time Vision and absolutely no one else. And let's get this on with some events, humans. So, people always got their radars up. You know, like I got my radar up. I got my defense radars up. Like I'm always going to be on defense. You know, people are like always like ready for some bullshit, like or some BS. You know, however you want to take it. But here's going to be some like words you should use when you like, or like words to look for, or some signs to look for when you're on your TV and you're looking for some and like to, you know, be aware of the BS. Some words to look for. All right. The word safety. Okay. When you hear like, oh, we want to assure your safety, you're probably not, it's not probably your best intentions in that scenario. So you should have your BS alarm at high alert. Okay, you should just be busting off when you hear, we want to assure your safety. All right. The next one will be assure. The word assure is in there. We want to assure you. You know, like rest assured. Nah, man, that's a warning sign. Okay, especially when it's on the media. When it comes out from the media, like if your parents tell you, you know, rest assured. You know, you could listen to your parents or a family member or a loved one. But when it comes from like the media and they're like, rest assured, it's a different meaning. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And simply like anything that like when the government's involved is like a warning sign. Like, okay, like our government will help you. Warning sign, you know, like right there. You know, like the government will be warning. You don't even let them finish the sentence. You just keep them going. You know, don't even let them fucking talk. So I feel like this, like the reason I'm bringing up this, like, you know, this BS alarms that we should all be like, you know, practicing and getting that muscle stronger, because there's been a lot of BS going around the media, and I'm pretty sure people will probably disagree with what I'm saying, but you can go and check this. I mean, this is really happening. Okay, I mean, there's gonna be people like, oh no, it ain't. You don't know what you're talking about, you know, and they'll put some kind of labels, you know, as it does happen. But whatever is whatever. I love every human out there, you know. So, anyways. So I feel like this like administration is like going so die hard on trying to get like some nuclear war going on. That's what it feels like, and I don't want to say that, but it's like what they always talk about in the news. That's what the news is saying like every day. Everybody in the news is like, this is what we're about to do. You know, this is what's happening. You know, this is what we're going to go to war with Russia. It's going to be a nuclear war any day. Any day now, this is going to be a nuclear war. And I don't even know if it's true or not, because you do see like with Russia and Ukraine, that weird. There's some shit going on? Nobody fucking knows, right? But let's just keep sending them money, okay? So then we're all sitting here just supporting us sending money to this place, okay? And we're sending money, and apparently a soldier or someone from the government, you know, like we're supposed to be trusting, comes out and says there was a dirty bomb sent into an area of Ukraine which they had plans of detonating over there, and they were going to blame it on Russia. Kind of like sound like the Cuban Missile Crisis that I spoke of earlier on another episode previously. So they were going to go out there, you know, commit a terrorist attack on citizens of Ukraine and blame it on another country to go and validate them going in to go attack another country. I don't think that's a good strategy, especially if the other country doesn't want you to detonate that bomb in their country. Like, hey man, this is really cool and all, but this place ain't that big. Like afterwards, we still got to live here. And you're like, you'll be okay. You know, you'll be safe. You know, like, but like that's what the government told us. It's for your safety. You know, let us put the bomb in here for your safety. You know, because then we're going to get them out of here, the bad guys. Let us blow this bomb up in your area, and then we'll go after the bad guys. Like, who's the bad guys in that scenario? We're going to blow this bomb up just to go after the bad guys? It's weird. It's just weird. Okay? So apparently this bomb was confiscated out there, so they didn't, plan A didn't work. So then plan B was another one came out. They're like, we're going to send another one. So they sent another one to there. Apparently this is like, supposedly, check it out yourselves. That they sent another one, a dirty bomb. So Putin came out to the media and was like, hey man, this is crazy. How many are they going to keep sending? We got rid of the first one. And now, he had to go to the media. Look, man, somebody keeps sending these dirty bombs over here. And they're trying to detonate them. We just want you to know we ain't throwing no bombs, okay? We ain't doing. He just went on to the news and let everybody know, like some Epstein should have did. Like, I ain't gonna kill myself, okay? Like if something happens, help. So So he was like, look, these bombs are over here and we ain't doing it. That's basically what he said out in the media. And so he just like, but our media is like, hey man, like we are ready to go down. It's ready to go down. So he comes out and says, if it does go down, it is not because of me. So what do you think? What do you think about that? Like, he's trying to tell y'all he doesn't want to drop no bombs, but the media is like, hey man, we're about to go down, nuclear war, World War III, like any day now. Buy your tickets, pre-order some tickets, get your seats. You can watch it in the metaverse. You can watch World War III in the metaverse. That's probably what they're all planning. Like a big money grab for the metaverse too. Like, we're going to have to fucking watch the shit in the meta or some shit. Like, you want to watch it? It'll be on Amazon Prime and Peacock. Like, that's what the fuck they'll be saying. Like, when it comes to the fucking war talk, like, they're going to cash in on the shit. And we're going to be sitting here gobbling it up. Like, I can't wait for this next series. But it's supposed to be some real shit. What we think it is, but it's supposedly real shit going on. So our media says we're like moving in, it's got to get crazy, and nuclear war any second. But other countries, media like Ukraine's even is saying that they sent an open letter to our president in the administration asking them to back off because they're in talks with Putin into a ceasefire. So a supposed ceasefire, like a supposed peace talks are going on. And this dude over here in our media saying like we're about to go to war and take it down and Putin's making all the gas cost shit. And Putin, so there's peace talks going on. Our media is not catching up, or maybe they got something else going on. Like I said, maybe they didn't get the memo yet that they got the dirty bombs and they didn't want to blow, because they all got pissed off. Like the World Economic Forum was ready for this World War III to go on. That Schwab guy was like, let's go. I can't sell enough Q-tips, so I got to fucking control the planet, so they got to help him. They got to make the whole planet like a Schwaben land, like where his dad was from, supposedly in underground Earth realm. You know what I mean? Oh shit, did I say too much? No, I'm just playing. But you know about that shit from the conspiracy shit. This dude's in the World Economic Forum was ready to set this shit off so they could validate all this crap going on. And I like Putin came out and kind of gave him a big fail. It was like a big middle finger and a fail. He was like, look, if your shit going on, we're not doing it. And now by them doing this peace talk, now the media can't do nothing. What's the media going to do now? Like all these peace talks going on, and the media's going to be like, any minute now, they're going to go fight. But the peace, as soon as they sign the paper, like what they're signing is a nuclear deal when it's really a ceasefire, ending the war shit. You got to be careful with that kind of BS because they're talking about devastating, life-ending wars, and these guys are talking peace. Who's telling the truth? I would believe the country that it's actually happening is telling the truth of this peace talks here. So that's wild. So if they are talking peace, well, let's bring everybody back home. Let's bring our gas prices down, and let's go back to America again. Like the shit that you forgot about. Like, you know what I mean? What up with and take care of the borders now. Now that they're doing peace talks, let's come back over here, stop laundering money to Ukraine. You gave them like a fucking gajillion, kabillion dollars. Now bring some back to America, and let's fucking work over here. And answer this question for me, too. It's like with the holes on this border wall that's not complete and that you refuse to finish and let everybody fucking come through the country everywhere. But they seem to just blame the wall part. They're coming all over the place in here. There's no fucking like one place. I mean, but they're coming from everywhere. But you didn't come here in Arizona specifically, like with all these, midterms going on. People are trying to, become the next whatever, become governors and all this stuff going on. So these people in Arizona took it amongst themselves to patch these holes in some of the border areas in their states. Okay, so they were given a written letter from the administration, the Biden administration, to like remove that shit, or they're going to go remove that shit. Like, leave the holes open. They're being ordered to leave the holes open. That's weird. Okay, that's just like, I don't know. Like, just like I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, they were doing a good job supposedly stopping this shit, and they were like, no, man, you're doing a good job. Stop that shit. Like, they just flipped it on them. Like, you're doing a great job. Stop. By the way, move it. Because if you don't, we're going to move it. Which means they have some kind of deal with these people, the people that own these countries that they're coming in, obviously, because they're taking all this money in, and we're just taking all these people in. And they're getting so much money from it that they can stay free and get stuff that's free. It's not free for us, but they get it free. Like, damn. Like, they get better benefits probably than the people that are on the actual like government and welfare benefits, because they got like luxury hotels, travel, and all this crazy shit. They don't got to they can just get by the TSAs, no cavity search. Just saying, humans, this is some seriousness going on. Let's go back to America. Can't we just go back to America now? Like what you tried didn't work. Cool, good try, man. And then you're trying to make that shit stronger for the next round, which is messed up. Like maybe you shouldn't have put that out in the news because now we know. Like it's already there. And then when you told us that the what is over, and then what are you doing today? Telling everybody go get it again, go get more, go get more shots again. Man, you guys are getting a lot of money. That's all I'm saying. You guys are getting so much checks. It's like all y'all are getting so much checks. It's not even, man, you should share some of the money with us now. Like I said, you gave Ukraine a bunch of money. You're letting the poor people live free. You need to hook us up, stimulate us, dude. Like you already lost the election. You're not gonna win. Like my man was interviewing you, asked if you were gonna run again, and you just like glitched out and fell asleep. He had to say, Mr. President. You were just like it looked like you probably didn't, okay? But it did look like you fell asleep, like mid-question. And you're in charge, man. So if you are in charge, maybe you should like chill out with some of this media crap, chill out a little bit, get some rest, because when you're on the camera, you need to be sharp. You need to be as sharp as you are when you're running. You see when you're running away from the camera or when you're going the wrong way in your own fucking house and they're telling you, hey, man, this way, and you're just fucking wandering to the right when they're telling you to go to the left. You're wandering to the right when you should be going to the left. You were zigging instead of zagging, man. So maybe you need some rest with your old ass. You need to get some rest with your old ass because then it's like we're more enjoying that sound you make when you shut up. You know that sound you make when you shut the fuck up? That's the one we enjoy because the one when you're making noises, it's not making a lot of sense. It's not making a lot of sense. And your own supporters are starting to be like, fuck. Like what? Your diehards, yo. Your diehards are even like checking themselves like, man, this is kind of nuts. And what are you going to do? Because everybody's kind of like chiming in now. It's like chime time. Not just Heim time, Vision. You got people chiming in on this chime time. I'm just saying, we got to have those BS guards up because there's a lot of BS flying around. And it's on a daily basis now. It's like hourly. When you got your hourly news, your news and the, weather's on the ones and twos. After they give you the bullshit weather, here comes some bullshit news. And we got to be careful about that. Just, like I said, use other sources because just not TikTok and like social medias. Don't use that for your news. I'm saying like go look for actual real news. You can't go to a place where they can just fact check. And most of the news, like I said, is already controlled. But when you go to like other states and other countries, sometimes most of the other countries, they'll talk about what's happening in America more. They know more what's happening here than we do because our media is just like, we're about to go to nuclear war. And over there, they're like, look, they're in peace talks. They're telling America to get the fuck out. And they're going to have some peace. While we're over here like scared and thinking shit's going down. You got to get ready for prepping. And people are over here buying shit like now they're looking at like nuclear safe fucking clothing at the store and shit like that. Another fucking money grab. These guys are talking peace and we got one side talking war. That should be like a little scary too. When you got one side saying, hey man, we're about to piece this shit out. And then these guys are like, no man, we're going to show you how to get this going down. It's like you got that instigator. You got to chill out. These are new times. I feel like new times are coming, humans. Hopefully this could be. Like when we just bump out all these bullies and that World Economic Forum guy with this like, his divine plans of world domination maybe could come to an end or conclusion. He would have got away with it if it wasn't for you. People are just not giving my bullshit no more. Like, what if, he's talking about we're not going to own nothing and be happy. What if you don't concede with your plan and you got to be happy still? Because we let you live and we let you, maybe you don't get to go to jail because you got all that money. Who knows? Maybe they will like ban you to your pop's place in Schwabenland. Why don't they let you in Schwabenland where your dad's from? Because you're probably not the best dude. That place could be a real place of divine people and like no war and all this peace. But yet they get a hold of you. You're like, he's like your son, and he's like, man, he can't come to New Schwabenland. Maybe you should take that as a sign, man. I'm just saying. Because they ain't falling for your BS over there either. That's why you ain't allowed in. Well, humans, hope you all enjoyed this episode. And if you did, I appreciate it. Smash that like button. Hit me with a subscription. Turn on them notifications. My name is Jaime, and this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.